Hi, how are you?
When women have kids, I think women's writing is viewed in a different way.
I have no doubt that if we did have more female directors, writers and producers, we would potentially have more interesting, more realistic female parts, maybe more varied, because as most people know, female parts are predominantly pretty young white women is often, it's for the most part what you'll see in scripts and TV, which in reality is a tiny proportion of what being female looks like and is and feels like. So I think it could be interesting to widen that scope a bit and maybe show a bit more of the kind of different colours of what being a woman is and looks like.
You are in danger. Death is back there, sleeping.
So the character I play in Orion, for me, I didn't really think about the word maiden. I'm not sure actually what that even means, but I thought the director referred to her as kind of Medusa meets Mary, like these really archetypal, mythological women that we've had, female kind of roles in history that might be understood as a maiden or a virgin or a powerful kind of saintly character. And of course that comes from mythology, so it's not a direct relationship. But I do actually quite like the idea that inside all people we have the capacity for extreme good and extreme evil. And for me, the saint kind of archetype connects to our capacity to be extremely positive or extremely good or extremely noble. And it kind of gave me the opportunity to explore that part of my own self and that part of potentially the kind of collective psyche.
I think that visual storytelling is a method to help the audience change their wrong perceptions about the phenomenon, and that's why I also have done with my short film. I wanted to change people's perceptions, especially for those who think that only males should inherit.
Hi, how are you?
I didn't see the parts that I really wanted. I mean, I've gotten to play some incredible parts, luckily, but I had parts I wanted to play, and it comes from my weird voice, and the more people that are creating those characters, the more that they can create female characters that are interesting and intriguing and pass the Bechdel test.
There is this glass ceiling, celluloid ceiling, however you want to put it, in the industry, and there's also an ethnic thing, and as well as gender, and why this industry is a preserve of the white male, I have no idea. I personally, I've never found any difference. I've worked with great women directors as well as great men directors, and I work with them, not. There's a partnership that happens. Obviously, they can, but we're all there to tell this tale, this story, this fable, and we're all there for the same reasons. As is the camera guy, as is the sound guy, and all that. We've hopefully all read the script, and we're there because of this thing, that we've all believe in.
This year marks the 27th anniversary of the explosive exhibit which first featured Il Sonambolo's victims in your photographs. Now, he's never been caught, and you've never stopped catching the aftermath. What drives you forward after all this time?
Compulsion.
If you look at girls, it's so intrinsic to human nature and human experience, but very much you see it in girls with storytelling and Barbies and dolls and that whole characterization and role play. And then somewhere down the line that stops. The encouragement of it stops and it becomes silly or pathetic and sports take on a greater focus. I just wonder whether if that was actually validated as actually this is really, integral, fascinating stuff that should be developed and it is valid. I wonder whether you'd see more female filmmakers, but it is evening now, I think, and I think the more people like Jane Campion and the more female directors and producers get out there and create content, the more younger women are going to feel oh, I can actually do that, I can have a voice. I think there's a danger for young girls and women who have a voice and put themselves out there to get punished. You know, you've seen this with Jennifer Lawrence, you've seen this with so many women that sort of actually have the confidence and are successful and then end up getting shamed or punished for it. So it's tough. And I hope that, you know, girls and women keep fighting and keep, you know, fighting for their right to have an opinion.